Today I'm going to try to do a last to first challenge as Lewis Hamilton in Las Vegas, as he had a bad qualifying in real life. Now we are going to try and turn it around and win the race. It's lights out and away we go, and we get an amazing start. We are already past multiple AI cars. The AI is at 110% for this race. That is the maximum you can set, and already at the exit of turn 1 we are up to P12, which is amazing. Now we are going on the inside of Franco Colapinto, and straight away we are trying to attack Esteban Ocon, but he closes the door just in time, and I had to lift a bit. And now into the braking zone we try to go around the outside of Pierre Gasly, and that would bring us already up to P9, and we managed to overtake him. What an amazing move this was as well. And already we are on the attack of Nico Hülkenberg and Isaac Hadjar. You can see Isaac pushes Nico Hülkenberg a bit wide, and that allows me to overtake him. Now into this very tricky corner, I am going to stay on the inside and attack Isaac. And into the worst corner of the calendar we managed to overtake Isaac Hadjar, and we are already up to P7, and we still have half a lap to go. Now I'm going to use all of my battery on this straight to maybe attack Yuki Tsunoda, but I think we will have to conserve a bit of our battery for the final straight as well, as I go into none for the rest of the straight. Now you can see up ahead there is quite a big chaos. They are going 3 wide or 2 wide, I didn't see it correctly. And now I am having such a good run on Yuki Tsunoda, and I'm going on the inside. He fails to defend the inside line, and now again I'm going to save a bit of my battery and prepare for the attack on Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. We are already into the top 6, and we are just starting the second lap of the race. But you can see on the minimap that Charles Leclerc, our teammate, who somehow in our universe managed to get pole position with the Ferrari, he has quite a big lead at the front compared to this DRS train. As I go down the inside of Max Verstappen, he opens up the steering, and now we are going side by side through turn 6, 7, and can I manage to overtake him? Yes, I go around the outside, and I am already inside the top 5. Or should I say Lewis Hamilton is inside the top 5? Well, you get what I mean. Now I use a bit of my battery to catch up to Piastri, but not that much, because I need to save some for the last 2 straights. I plan to overtake Oscar in this upcoming straight. I get a pretty good exit, and you will see how big of a straight line advantage I will have on Oscar Piastri. I'm already closing in on him, and I still have plenty of battery to play with. We only now arrive into the DRS zone, and I open the DRS, and straight away I'm going to start saving the battery, as I plan to overtake George in this upcoming straight, and I will have to have some battery for that. You can see George was going side by side with Lando. Now he had to use a bit of battery for that, and now he's out of battery, and I am able to go down inside of him. And now we are already in the podium places, and it's only the start of lap 3. Lando now will not have DRS, as Charles Leclerc has a 2.5 second lead. Compared to him it's just 2 seconds. And now already into this section I'm going to try to attack him. He doesn't defend the inside line, we nearly make contact. He brakes much later than me. I leave him room on the outside, but I still manage to overtake him, and we are already up into the top 2, and it's a Ferrari 1-2, not something you usually see in this season. But yeah, it's a realistic scenario, guys, don't worry about it. And now I'm going to use my battery as wisely as possible, as my only goal is to catch up to Charles and overtake him on the final lap. I have already gained a second compared to him, and now I'm just going to try and push as hard as possible. Now we skip to the end of the lap, and you can see I am really close to getting DRS from Charles, and that would be amazing to get DRS from Charles already on lap 4. For that I use a bit of my battery but not that much. I don't want to go under 10% because that would be risky. I get the track limit warning, and I set the fastest lap of the race, and now we are really on the edge of getting DRS, and I drop out of 1 second, but fortunately you can see that I got DRS and I'm about to open it, and now we're going to gain massive amount of time on Charles, and I'm using this to recharge my battery as I will need that for the next 2 laps. Now into the slow section we go. You can see I'm still on the edge of getting DRS, and in turn 6 and 7 I will need to push as hard as I can to not lose DRS compared to Charles, because if I do, then I will have to use a lot of battery on this lap and I won't have any left for the final lap of the race. Right now I'm within 1 second, but the trickiest corner of the calendar is coming up, and I really don't want to cut it because it looks unrealistic, so I take it normally, and I actually drop outside of 1 second. Will we get DRS? That is the question. And I just managed to, that was the line, if you saw that, I just managed to get within 1 second before the line. I still had to use a bit more battery than I wanted to, and now I'm showing myself to Leclerc in the mirror, but he doesn't lock up or doesn't make a mistake, so we will have to make this move purely on a pace. Now I'm using this straight again to recharge my battery, and we are entering the final lap of the race. We have 1 lap to go to overtake Charles Leclerc, otherwise we are not going to be able to finish this last to first challenge, or to complete the last to first challenge. You can see Charles is taking quite a wide line into this turn 2, and this allows me to gain a bit of time, and I'm using once again this DRS straight to recharge my battery, to have a full battery for the final 2 straights of the race. Now in turn 7 I lock up, and that is going to allow Charles to open up the gap, and it will make our life much harder than it should have been. Now I'm going to use a bit of my battery, but I have to save some for the final 2 straights, otherwise I'm not going to be able to overtake Charles. We are inside his DRS comfortably, and this should be an easy move. I'm 5/10 behind him, and we have the whole DRS straight left, and I have plenty of battery to play with, so this should be an easy move. You can see Charles is actually flashing, so we are going to fly past him and defend the inside line straight away so he doesn't have a chance to re-attack. And with this overtake we have managed to complete the last to first challenge. Lewis Hamilton started this race from P20, and now he's coming to cross the line to win his first race for Ferrari and his 106th win in Formula 1. It's also his first race win in Las Vegas.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
And it's time for that special moment for our special 3 today. The podium awaits our top 3 finishers. And back on the top spots that he's taken so often in the past. So well done to Lewis Hamilton. What an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, write down in the comment section if you would like to see more Last to First Challenge videos.